Growing up in Manchester, playing for his home team was always the dream for Marcus Rashford.
He doesn't miss.
But his arrival at the team was above anybody's expectation.
You just can't write scripts like this.
But how did a Premier League footballer become the driving force behind a movement to feed the most vulnerable children in the United Kingdom? Marcus Rashford didn't have an easy time growing up.
Sometimes it was really bad. I'd rather give the food to the kids than give it to myself. Sometimes I didn't get anything to eat and they'd ask me if you had yours and I'll say yeah, but I didn't. Sometimes we didn't even have a loaf of bread in the house. It's embarrassing to say, but we didn't.
He experienced firsthand the hardships of poverty and the opportunities missed by the disadvantaged. In March 2020, the COVID-19 pandemic escalated, and as a result, schools were shut. Children who would usually have access to free school meals during term time would be at risk of going hungry. Rashford, knowing the practical reality of what missing those meals would mean for families, teamed up with the poverty and food waste charity Fair Share to deliver meals to those who were no longer receiving their free school meals. The initiative quickly raised over £20 million to provide food for children nationwide. Despite reaching 4 million children, it was only part of the solution for Rashford. On the 15th of June 2020, Rashford penned a poignant and personal open letter to the UK government calling on them to end UK child poverty. The letter was frank and clear, and a day later, the government announced a change in policy regarding the extension of free school meals.
I thank him for what he's done. I think he's right to draw attention to this issue.
Through Twitter campaigns and petitions, Rashford managed to push the issue of hunger and poverty further and further into the public consciousness. With gaining momentum and support, on the 8th of November, it was announced that because of Rashford's campaign, the government would be providing funding of almost £400 million over the next 12 months to support the cost of food and household bills to poor families. His story is one that touched the hearts of the nation and went beyond politics to implement real change that improved millions of lives.